I want everyone to love me, and I want everyone to cry the day I die.
Exactly. Oh my God. Yes, ma'am. First, please give your introduction.
Namaste to all your viewers. I'm Pooja Singh, working as a teacher in Bangalore. Personally, I'm funny, comical, and over dramatic.
So, could you reveal that your background, your about your father, about your mother?
Yes, I grew up in army. My dad was working for Indian Army, and in my childhood, I went through many emotional roller coaster. Kind of, he went into the battle, and those discussion was, very common in the family. Like evening at in every evening it was time of us to find out to make him say it again, and we were never getting tired of listening all those stories. He fought in this battle of 1965 that took place after this battle of 1964, which was fought between India and China. India lost that battle. Then after that, Pakistan attacked us.
Correct.
Then in that battle, he was there, and it made me so much of proud. Like, I am the daughter of a person who was among those 300 people who went into the Pakistan and won this territory called Dogarai, and it was so close to Lahore that Lahore was only 13 kilometer. And every time he told me this story, his eyes shine like anything. I cannot put it into the words.
Really, it's a
so it was kind of very emotional. But one more thing that was very emotional, the sadness that follows through when he said all those things, because all those territories were returned to Pakistan under the international pressure. So this is how I lived my childhood.
Whom do you love the most in this world?
My daughter.
Oh, very good. Very
My
good.
daughter.
Could
Yeah.
you tell me anything about your daughter?
She is very transparent, I should say.
Okay.
Whatever she feels, she always, express it, and it's like, very easy to deal with.
Correct.
Because even if she is not happy with you, you'll be, able to understand that.
Correct.
And also, there is a different kind of situation and challenge under which she grew. During her childhood, she was the only girl in the family who grew up with a family of all men around.
Okay.
My husband, brother-in-law, father-in-law, and uncles and all. So she couldn't develop this capacity to understand, to adjust and understand, or behave with females.
Correct.
So because of that, the tendency. Present day also, she is now in class 12, but she is not able to adjust with girls. She always, inclined towards the man's company or the boys' company. And because of that, there is a kind of, sometimes situation where she was forced to go into the other side, but that capacity is not there in her.
Correct.
So I try to fill that void by offering my friendship to her, to be more open to her, so that wherever it is emotionally lacking to her, so that I can fill that.
Okay. Ma'am, in your life, who is your hero?
My father, always. I wish he could live little longer, but I lost him before my marriage. So I still, sometimes feels like if I could talk to him, could take some of his guidance now, present day. But that lost is there forever.
Okay. What is your biggest fear?
Biggest fear, if I say it, you will not believe, but I don't have any fear.
Very good. Very good.
You'll not believe it, but the only thing I fear is, like, if I'm alone in the dark house, the ghost or something will come. Otherwise, in human, I don't have any fear from anyone.
Okay. What really makes you angry?
Being a Rajput, I cannot take insults.
Okay. Very good. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have?
Superhero, I believe I'm kind of a superwoman present day also.
Okay, very
And I have this superpower. I can connect to the people like that.
Okay.
Even a stranger comes in front of you, asks something, I'll sure make an impact, and I'll sure talk to the extent normally people would not be able to do so.
Okay.
I'm very open. I can interact to anyone spontaneously.
Very good. Okay, anything that you have still not conveyed to anyone and you want to?
That is my secret, and I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, okay, good, good. And if you could go back in time, what year would you travel to?
If I could go back in time, I'll not go much in the past, but I'll go to 2014. Back in Delhi, I was taking 12th class for business studies and accounts.
Okay.
So there was this one student, and he was from very poor family. Parents used to sell aloo tikki somewhere in the city chalk, and this boy was most of the time outside the class because the fee family was not able to pay. So I used to pay some of the fees. I used to put pressure on the director to reduce some of the amount because the child was very bright, very good in studies. I used to give my specimens, my teacher's copy to him to study. So every type of help I was providing to this boy. And one day there was this seminar, and he was because I was taking political science in BLLB college also there. So the seminar was for the college, and the college school was on in the same premises.
Yes.
So the students were also called for some help, and this boy was after doing all those work was there at the refreshment table. And he was just eating one idli, no chutney, nothing was there. So I asked him, why are you eating like this? So he said, ma'am, I have some sickness, and I'm not allowed to have this kind of food. I did not take 2-3 minutes to ask what is the problem and why you are eating that. That particular moment, that 2-3 minutes of my life curse me even present day. I curse myself why I did not stop there and ask what is the problem. Because after that, 1 month that child did not come to the school. And after that, I asked his friends. I spoke to director also, and I came to know the child has died. He has a hole in his heart, and he was under the treatment for this. And I knew it. If I could have tried it, something was possible. I would have gone for the collection from the teachers. Some amount we could have collected. My brother is doctor working in Lal Bahadur Shastri Hospital in Delhi, and many time he did these kind of surgeries where the driver of some doctor or something. So these teams of doctor, the friends, they came together, and they took operation theatre in night 2 o'clock, and the machines and all, everything they contributed. They did not charge anything, their fees and all, and the 15 lakh 20 lakh operations they did in 30,000-40,000. So something like that could have done. And I still even if I'm talking to you, I want to cry. I want to change that time. And after that day, I promised to myself I'll never leave any child that I couldn't connect. If I feel some kind of problem with some student, I sure reach to them and I ask. This is the habit I developed after that. It changed me forever, that incident that happened.
So person who is not with you anymore deserve heartfelt thank you from you. So anyone like that?
My principal of a previous school in Delhi. I was very low in confidence, taking 9th standard and 10th those days. She, I don't know what she saw in me. She, she kept giving me classes after classes for the senior grades, 11, 12, and she sent me to the college also. Where the students were all like, uncle type, and because BA, LLB people prefer when they are in the job and they needed it for the promotion. So there, and I went there and I could handle that also. So that increased my self-confidence, and it made me the kind of a person I am. So I really want to thank her, and I did not get any chance to thank.
Okay, and the last question, that the last time when you have cried and why?
I'm very emotional and hopelessly romantic person.
Okay.
So crying is
Why
like
that word with the hopelessly?
hopelessly romantic because I live in fantasies.
Okay.
And the crying every day is like everyday part of my life. I'm the kind of a person who could cry seeing the television serial.
Okay.
So that's why I don't see much of the television serial. This is me,
Okay.
full of emotions, full of life. I want to enjoy, I want to connect with my student, I want to connect with the teacher. You have seen me.
Exactly.
And I love to have relationship with everyone. I want everyone to love me, and I want everyone to cry the day I die.
Exactly. Oh my God. The word very good. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.